see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wiggles free. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. Touchdown! His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight end, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here's Hines. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Hines. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention that they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella.
Oh, he's hitting. Lost the football, put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Naeem Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Murray now. And Gordon's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Wilson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. So we have reached. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pettis now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now. It becomes contagious, doesn't it? It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well. Well, they are clicking right now. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Short throw to Disley. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They run the option on second down. Murray has the first down and more. Yeah, he will go out right near the line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Shotgun now for Murray. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Carson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 11. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. There's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 68 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Taking it about the 1. ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Kick is on the money. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run the counter. Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson, his throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To throw is Wilson. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.